having a tough time getting it down in the paint. They're just working it around the key, down to 7:15 here in the first quarter, and no shot has been taken yet. So Lady Wildcats continue to throw it around the top of the key. And Madison Shaw dribbling it out, trying to get it inside. And now it might be the first shot of the game, and it's up and in by Lauren Young. Lauren Young breaks the 0-0 tie, 2-0 Mulvane Wildcats. Now Sydney Scheibe the other way for three, off the mark, no good. But offensive rebound almost chased down by Anaya Hinman. And it's going to say it's off of Anaya, out of bounds, so it's going to be Lady Wildcat basketball. And Tegan Garrison will bring it up to court for the Lady Wildcats. Ashka Patel at the near steal. Gets it back to Young. Down low in the paint to Ashley Young. There's two Youngs on the court. Now Madison Phipps with it. Phipps with it, kicks it back out to Young. Missed shot underneath, and Sydney Scheibe on the rebound. And going the other way is Brianna Patterson. 6:06 to play first quarter. This is the third game of this T-Bird Classic in Towanda Circle. Lady Vikes won the first two matchups in this tournament. Lady Wildcats are 1-1 in this tournament. Anaya Hinman in the lane, spin move, missed a shot. And the rebound goes to Lady Wildcats. So 2-0 Lady Wildcats. 5:42 play first quarter. Shaw gets it to Young. And it's a turnover. Lady Vikes going the other way. Ashka Patel running the court. And she pulls it back. Gets it to Patterson. Patterson thought about a three. Now she's going to do a runner in the lane. No good. And rebound to the Lady Wildcats. And they're on the run. And a blocked shot by Sydney Scheibe as Tegan Garrison was going to the basket. So it'll be out of bounds. Lady Wildcats will have the possession under their own basket. 5:19 to play first quarter. Gets it in. Tegan Garrison for three, and she knocks it down. He's going to say it was a two. She was on the line. So they're going to call a foul after the basket by Riley Dunley. So now it is 4-0 Lady Wildcats, and they have the ball. So Riley Dunley picking up her first personal foul. And it looks like a bench warning on the Lady Vikes. And the Wildcats still inbounds the ball. Gets it in Shaw. Now Phipps gets it back to Young. Back to Phipps. Underneath the basket is the other Young. And she gets her own rebound, but it is stripped away. Now it is out of bounds off of Parsons. And it's going to stay with the Lady Wildcats. So 4:59 to play first quarter. Lady Vikes trail 4-0. Madison Phipps inbounds. Phipps gets it into Shaw. Shaw gets over to Garrison. Now Young for missed shot, but they get their own rebound. And off the mark, no good again. So Lady Vikes will dodge a bullet there. So Lady Wildcats had several chances to knock down a basket and couldn't get it to go. So Lady Vikes still trail 4-0. 4:42 to play first quarter. A little give and go to Sydney Scheibe, missed a shot. And then Riley Dunley gets the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. Let's see if it's going to be on the floor. Madison Shaw picks up her first personal. And it's going to be on the floor. Patterson inbounds to Hinman. Hinman with a little jumper. Off the mark, no good. And rebound to the Wildcats. The Wildcats are on the run. Shaw's going to take it in for the basket. Blocked by Sydney Scheibe. Sydney Scheibe with 2 blocks early on in this game. But the Lady Vikes still trail 4-0. 4:27 to play first quarter. Gets it in. 3-point shot on the way, no good. Offensive rebound by the Lady Wildcats. Another offensive rebound. So Lady Wildcats continue to get multiple opportunities every single time down the floor. Lady Wildcats still lead 4-0. And now there's going to be a foul call on the floor. It might be on Patterson. And it is on Brianna Patterson. That'll be her first. Jaden Kendrick checking in for the Lady Vikings. Lady Wildcats the inbound underneath their own basket. And they finally got it in to Young. Kicks it over to Shaw. Shaw gets it back and takes it in for a layup, and it's good. So Madison Shaw gets her first basket. So Lady Wildcats lead 6-0. Brianna Patterson with a little spin move. And now Scheibe for a three, no good. And rebounded by the Lady Wildcats, and they're on the run. Shaw with it up ahead. She gets it over to Garrison. Garrison pulls up, no good. But now Phipps with it. Gets it back to Young. And a bank shot from about the free throw line to make it 8-0 Lady Wildcats. Lady Vikings call a timeout. So Lady Vikings trail 8-0, 3:24 to play first quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back to Towanda High School T-Bird Classic Tournament. Lady Vikes have the possession. 3:06 to play here first quarter. And it's a turnover by the Lady Vikes. The Lady Vikes continue to be scoreless here in the first quarter. Now we're going to reach the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. And the Lady Wildcats with the possession and an 8-0 lead. So Lady Vikes in desperate need of a basket. Shaw has it. Gets it to Garrison. Across to Phipps. Down low to Young. Off the mark, no good. And the rebound is almost saved by Ashka Patel, but she stepped out of bounds. So the Lady Wildcats will get another crack at it. Lady Vikes just real sluggish on this start of this game. Lady Vikes on Thursday night at home played a pretty good first quarter, then was really sluggish in the second and third quarters, but fought hard to come back and beat Circle. And Mulvane is passing it around the outside here, looking for a way to get it down low. And Garrison with it, back to Shaw. Now to Young. Phipps has it. They're just continuing to pass around the perimeter. Working a lot of clock with an 8-point lead. Down to 2:12. And I don't know how she can stand up, but they did color travel. So Lady Vikes will get the ball back on the turnover. Olivia Ellis and Ashlyn Alumbaugh check in for the Lady Wildcats. So Ellis guarding Brianna Patterson as she brings it up to court. Sydney Scheibe with it now. Scheibe looking to make a move, guarded pretty heavily, playing really good defense here by the Lady Wildcats, and they foul Anaya Hinman. That'll be the second team foul. And that'll be a foul on Olivia Ellis, who just checked in the game. Each team with 2 fouls apiece. Patel inbounds to Patterson. 1:49 counting here in the first quarter. The Lady Vikes have yet to score a point. Patel with it. Riley Dunley sets a nice pick for Patel. She shoots a three. It's no good. And Nia Hinman gets a really good offensive rebound and a putback, and looked like she was fouled, but there's no call. And the Lady Wildcats on the run. Garrison goes to the basket. Can't score it. Now Scheibe with the rebound, and she wants to run. Going the other way. She gives it up to Patterson. Back to Scheibe. Now Scheibe with it, trying to work it inside. Can't get nothing going. Patterson, nice spin move going to the basket. Kicks it back to Dunley. Dunley with a spin move in the paint. No good. Gets her own rebound. Then she is fouled. So Riley Dunley will go to the line to try to get the Lady Vikes on the scoreboard. Alumbaugh with her first personal. Lady Vikes trail 8-0. Riley Dunley, first free throw is in and out, no good. Sayla Ray is checking in for the Lady Vikings for Ashka Patel. And Riley Dunley will have one more free throw. Second one is good. So Riley Dunley gets the Lady Vikes on the board. Lady Vikes trail 8-1. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. We are here at Towanda Circle High School in Towanda, Kansas. This is the third game of the T-Bird Classic. And Lady Wildcats with the possession and a 7-point lead. Phipps with it. Kicks it over to Ellis. And looks like she might have stepped out of bounds, and she did. Haley Shaw stepped on the baseline. So Lady Vikes will get the ball on the turnover. 39.7 seconds. Sydney Scheibe with it. Almost a backcourt. With this big logo in the middle of the court, it's hard to tell where the half-court line is. Sayla Ray drives to the basket and misses the layup. Anaya Hinman cleans it up and makes the basket, and she's fouled. So Anaya Hinman So Hayden Shaw picks up her first personal foul. So Nia Hinman gets the Lady Vikes to 8-3 and has a chance to make it 8-4 if she can make her free throw here. And free throw rolls in. So Lady Vikes trail 8-4, 24 seconds left, first quarter. Yeah, get it in the Phipps. Now Ellis with it. And Shaw kicks it back to Phipps all the way across to Haley Shaw. Ellis gets it to the other Shaw. So two Shaws and two Youngs. Now Sayla Ray gets the steal. Gets it to Hinman down to 3 seconds left in the quarter. And they call a charge. I don't even know how that's possible because Anaya didn't even initiate the contact. She fell to the side. But Anaya Hinman is going to pick up her first personal foul. And so that's the end of the first quarter. Lady Vikes trail 8-4. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Welcome back to Towanda High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio patching us through. And the Lady Vikes struggled in the first quarter here to score, but they cut the lead, or the deficit, I guess I should say, from 8-0 to 8-4 to end that first quarter. So now the Lady Vikes with the first possession of the second quarter. They trail by 4. Probably pretty lucky they're only trailing by 4. Scheibe trying to get it down into Hinman. Hinman's double team. She takes it into the rack and misses the shot. And it's out of bounds off of Mulvane. So Lady Vikes will retain the possession. So 7:44 to play, second quarter. Lady Vikes trail 8-4. Sydney Scheibe with it up to the top of the key. Gets it down to Hinman. Heavily guarded by Shaw. And she needs to get rid of it. She got it back out at the top of the perimeter. Now Scheibe for a 3. No good. Brianna Patterson with a great offensive rebound. And she needs help. She gets it to Hinman. Hinman wanting to go to work. And she takes steps. Took an extra step, and that's going to cost them. She didn't like it. 7:17 to play, second quarter. Lady Vikes trail 8-4. So Garrison will bring it up for the Lady Wildcats. Gets it across to Shaw. And Phipps for a 3. No good, but a rebound by Shaw. Back out to Phipps. And a steal by Anaya Hinman. So Anaya Hinman just carried it. So Anaya's wanting to come out of the game. And she's going to come out for Jaden Kendrick. So now the Wildcats will have the possession. 6:56 to play, second quarter, 8-4. Lady Wildcats lead. Phipps with it. And Lady Wildcats just continue to pass around the top. Young kicks it to Phipps, to Shaw. Back over to Garrison. And I think they're just happy just to run some clock. Shaw gets it to Phipps. Phipps wanting to drive. She's cut off by Kendrick. Now Young. And off the mark is Garrison, no good. And that's got to be, wow. I don't know how you don't call a foul there, but they called a jump ball. And so the Lady Wildcats will retain possession. They were reaching all the way over the back of Kendrick. And now Shaw for a 3. No good, but they're going to get the offensive rebound again. And another shot and another offensive rebound and a missed shot. So that's at least 9 or 10 offensive rebounds for the Lady Wildcats. And they're just not taking advantage of them as much as they could have. I mean, they still lead the game. And a missed shot at the other end by Patterson. And quickly the other way is the Wildcats' Phipps. And then she turns it over. And now Patterson gives it off to Patel going the other way. 5:41 to play, second quarter. Lady Vikes trail 8-4. They trailed 8-4 at the end of the first quarter. Patel gets it to Dunley. Dunley's wanting to go to the rack. Kicks it back out to Scheibe. Scheibe gets a little runner in the lane, and it's good. So Sydney Scheibe gets her first basket of the game. And it comes here in the second quarter. And the Lady Vikes only trail by 2 now, 8-6. 5:13 to play, second quarter. And we got a timeout on the floor, so Lady Vikes are trailing 8-6, 5:11 second quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on B93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the house gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Will have the ball. So 5:11 to play, second quarter. Get it inbounds to Garrison. Off to Shaw for a three, missed. And Kendrick with the rebound for the Lady Vikes. So if you're just tuning in, Lady Vikes took forever to score in the first quarter. Probably in the last minute of the first quarter is when they got their 4 points. And trailed 8-4 at the end of the first. And now the Lady Vikes have scored 2 here in the second quarter, and Mulvane hasn't scored in the second quarter. Hinman working down low, and she is fouled. And she is fouled by Ashley Young. The foul will be Ashley Young's first. So 2 shots for Anaya Hinman. First one is no good. It rattled around. I thought it was going to go down, but it did not. So Anaya Hinman will have one more free throw here. 4:42 to play in the first half, and she knocks down the second one. Patterson will check back in. So 8-7. Lady Vikes only trailed by 1. They trailed 8-0, and Mulvane has had multiple opportunities, offensive rebounds and putbacks, and they just haven't been able to break away. They could have really had a probably 10 to 15 point lead in this game, and they just haven't been able to get anything to go. Lady Vikes are fighting through it. Now Scheibe with the steal. Scheibe's wanting to take it all the way. She's cut off. And now she throws a pass to Patterson. Now to Hinman. Hinman turnaround is fouled. And Hinman will go to the line. So Madison Shaw picks up her second. So Lady Vikes now trail 8-7. Hinman at the line. Missed the first one. Hinman will have one more to try to tie this game at 4:13 to play here in the first half. Second one is up and good. So we have a tie ball game. So Mulvane started out with an 8-0 run. Lady Vikes are on their own 8-0 run, and they tied the game at 8. 4:10 and counting here in the second quarter. And Mulvane throws it away. So Lady Vikes will have an opportunity to take the lead here with this possession. Patterson bringing it up the court. Hinman setting the screen. Now Patterson goes all the way to the basket and misses the layup. And it looks like Hinman got tied up, and it's a jump ball, and I think the Lady Vikes will have possession here. Sure enough, jump ball possession goes to the Lady Vikes. Brianna Patterson will inbounds on her own basket, gets it into Scheibe. Scheibe is wanting to shoot there, but did not take it. So they've been guarding really well along the perimeter, not allowing the three-point shot. And Patel misses a little floater in the lane, and now another jump ball, and this one will go to Mulvane. So 3:40 to play here in the first half. Lady Vikes have came back and tied this game 8-8. So Shaw with it. Gets it to Young. Back to Shaw. Playing just like keep away here. Now Ellis for a long 2. Missed it. Patterson going the other way. 3:19 and counting. Gets it down low to Dunley. Dunley's nice little spin move. They're going to say she traveled. So 3:14 to play here, second quarter. And now the Lady Wildcats will inbounds it. Tie ball game, 8-8. Ellis Gets it to Shaw. Shaw wanting to drive, kicks it back out to Lumbaugh. Garrison gets it back over to Ellis. Now to Shaw. Shaw's looking to drive. Can't get anywhere with it. Now Young in the paint, and it's off the mark, no good, and Hinman skies for the rebound. So Nia Hinman, a good rebound there. 2:45 and counting. Scheibe with it on the other end. Gets it to Patterson. Looking, they keep trying to go down low, and it just isn't working out for the Lady Vikes. We got a tie ball game, 8-8, 2:35 to play here in the first half. And a steal by the Lady Wildcats, and Ashka Patel commits a foul right after the steal. So Patel picks up her first personal foul. And Lady Wildcats will bring it down. Tie ball game. Ellis with it, gets it to Shaw. Shaw running some clock, gets it to Young. Garrison, Ellis. Lumbaugh. Almost a steal by Anaya Hinman. That would have been a layup on the other end. Lumbaugh with it. Near steal by Scheibe. Now Young with it. And they are just running some serious clock here. Now a three-pointer from Ellis is no good. Tipped out. Sydney Scheibe comes away with it. Minute 50 to play here in the first half. Ashka Patel looking to drive. Kicks it to Scheibe. Scheibe thought about a three. Now she's going to drive and kick it back out to Hinman. Hinman's going to shoot a long three, and it's no good. And it's picked up by the Wildcats. So Lady Wildcats going the other way quickly. And a pull-up from Garrison. Gets her own rebound. And then a block by Hinman. Goes out of bounds. So 1:21 to play here in the first half. Still tied 8-8. Mulvane has yet to score here in the second quarter. Lady Vikes have scored 4 in each quarter. And we got a timeout on the floor. So we're just going to keep it here. We only got 1:21 left here in the first half. Actually a pretty quick game. I mean, there's been 10 fouls total, but not a whole lot of free throws. The Lady Vikes have shot 7 free throws. The Lady Wildcats have not shot a single free throw. So Lady Vikes doing fairly good, keeping the Lady Wildcats off the line. Lady Vikes have only picked up 4 personal fouls on 4 different Vikings. Patterson, Patel, Hinman, and Dunley. And one of those fouls was kind of a ghost offensive foul they called on Anaya Hinman, which I didn't think there was any way they should have been an offensive foul, but that's the way they saw it on that end of the court. Inbounds into Ellis, Lumbaugh. Phipps with a layup, and it's good. So Madison Phipps gets in the scorebook. And now Brianna Patterson going the other way. 1:06 to play here in the first half. Sydney Scheibe guarded hard by Garrison. And Scheibe wanting to take it all the way. And Mulvane was wanting them to call a travel, but they did not. And they're just going to say it's a 1-and-1. They're going to say the foul was on the floor. So 59 seconds. And Sydney Scheibe will be shooting a 1-and-1. Young checks back in for the Lady Wildcats. Sydney Scheibe, first one is good. So the score is 10-9, Mulvane over Parsons. And Sydney Scheibe has one more to try to tie this game in the last minute of the first half. Second one is no good. Near rebound by Riley Dunley. They're going to call a jump ball. It should be Parsons' ball. Sure enough, Lady Vikes will get the possession on the jump ball. So Lady Vikes trail by 1, 10-9. Not a whole lot of offense in this game. Nia Hinman for a long two, and she is fouled by a Lumbaugh. So Lumbaugh will pick up her second personal. And Nia Hinman will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one will have a chance to tie this game. 51.8 seconds left to go in the first half. First one is good. So Nia Hinman now with 6 points. Ties the game. She has one more free throw. And it is good. So Nia Hinman now is 5 for 7 from the free throw line. And quickly the other way is the Wildcats. The Lady Vikes lead by 1. Their first lead of the night. Ellis to Lumbaugh. Down low to Garrison. Now Hinman. I don't know how they don't call a foul there. Or some kind of a backcourt. Wow, that's unbelievable. Nia Hinman got pushed down. And there's no call. Now Ellis with it. And now they're going to call kickball on Hinman. 21 seconds left here in the first half. Lady Vikes lead 11-10. They get it into Lumbaugh. Now quick shot by Garrison. It's air ball. And Lady Vikes let it go out. And it'll be Lady Vikings basketball with 15.4 seconds left here in the first half. Now Patterson with it. Down to 10 seconds. Gets it to Dunley. Dunley gets it to Scheibe. Now 5 seconds. Scheibe with the shot. No good. And now Young with the rebound and no shot. So the Lady Vikes hang on to a 1-point lead here to end the first half. And let's see how much time they're going to put on the clock here. All right, let's take it back to the station let's do about a 7-minute break. And then we will come back here to break down the first half. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Welcome back to Towanda High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. We have an 11-10 ball game, so not a whole lot of offense by either team. Mulvane started off the game with an 8-0 run, and the Lady Vikes failed to score their first point until probably the 1 minute mark of the first quarter, and then Lady Vikes went on a little bit of a run of their own of 8 themselves, and then Mulvane got a layup, and then the Lady Vikes finished with 3 free throws at the end of the half to get an 11-10 lead, but no three-pointers for either team, and the perimeter defense by the Mulvane Wildcats have been really, really good, keeping Sydney Scheibe from getting any three-point attempts off, and Ashka Patel the same way without a single 3 shot. So it's very tough on the shooting for the Lady Vikes, but they lead by 1. Tough fought first half, and hopefully the Lady Vikes can get something going offensively here in the second half. So I'll run down the scoring real quick. Tegan Garrison, 2 points. Madison Phipps, 2 points. Madison Shaw, 2 points. Lauren Young with 4 points for the Lady Wildcats. And for the Lady Vikings, Anaya Hinman leads with 7 points. Sydney Scheibe with 3, and Riley Dunley with 1. So only 2 made field goals by the Lady Vikes in the first half. And Anaya Hinman had 5 free throws, 5 for 7 from the free throw line. Sydney Scheibe and Riley Dunley each 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. So Lady Vikes got 7 out of their 11 points from the free throw line. So as we start the second half, the Lady Wildcats will get the first possession. Phipps with it. Gets it to Shaw. Gets it to Garrison. Garrison guarded one-on-one by Patel. Now Phipps back to Shaw. Lady Vikes with a strong defense right now. Lauren Young with it down the baseline. Kicks it back out. Now Phipps with it. Guarded hard by Hinman. Gets it to Shaw. Shaw's going to try to take it in. Kicks it back out. Now Young with a running floater. No good. But another offensive rebound by the Lady Wildcats. And now Hinman comes away with it. So Lady Vikes dodge yet another bullet. Lady Vikes lead 11-10. 7:11 to play here in the third quarter. Now Brianna Patterson bringing it around to the top of the key. Gets to Dunley. Give and go to Scheibe. And it's no good. And it is off Mulvane on the rebound, so it will go to the Lady Vikings. Patterson the inbounds. 6:58 to play here, third quarter. Gets it into Scheibe. Dunley gets it back to Scheibe. Scheibe thought about a shot. Doesn't take it. Now Patterson with it. Brianna Patterson running floater, and it's good. Brianna Patterson with a much-needed basket there, and she gets it to go, and she is fouled. So Brianna Patterson with a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play here. The Lady Vikes lead 13-10, and Patterson at the line. And the free throw is good. So Lady Vikes lead by 4, biggest lead of the night, 14-10. And thrown away by the Mulvane Wildcats. So the Wildcats have turned the ball over a lot. They have gotten a lot of offensive rebounds, but they've been ice cold on their shooting. And well, the Lady Vikes with a 14-10 lead and the ball. 6:34 and counting here in the third quarter. Patterson with it. Gets it to Patel. Good screen set by Hinman. Now she rolls to the basket, and now they're going to call a travel, I believe, on Patterson. So Lady Vikes turn it right back over. 6:22 counting here, third quarter. Down to Young. Kicks it to Phipps. Now Young has it again up at the top of the key. And Phipps going to drive all the way to the basket. Missed the layup. But another offensive rebound by the Wildcats. Kicks it out to Shaw. Shaw knocks it down. So Madison Shaw with her second basket. And now it's 14-12, Lady Vikings lead. 5:45 and counting here in the third quarter. So Lady Vikes need to continue to score. At some point, I think the Lady Wildcats can get some baskets to go. We're going to be in trouble. So out of bounds with the ball going to the Lady Wildcats. Mulvane to inbounds. 5:30 and counting here, third quarter. Lady Vikes lead 14-12. Lumbaugh gets to Ellis. Ellis wanting to go to work. Now she kicks it back to Shaw. Garrison back to Young. Now Shaw nearly lost it out of bounds. I don't know how she didn't. Looks like she was on the line, but we're a long ways away. Shaw gets it in. Garrison gets it to Ellis. And a give and go and a picked off. And now another steal by the Wildcats. And a blocked shot by Nia Hinman. So all kinds of stuff, and I have no idea how there's no foul called. They're going to call a jump ball. Wow. There was probably 4 steals in a matter of 4 seconds. Some serious mishandling of everything there. So a steal and then a steal by the Wildcats, a steal back by Parsons, and it should have been a foul. And then they end up calling a jump ball. But the Lady Vikes do retain possession on the jump ball. 4:44 and counting here, third quarter. Dunley with it, gets it to Scheibe. Lady Vikes still lead by 2. And I'm not sure who she was throwing that to, but Sydney Scheibe throwing it into a double team and ends up being a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Wildcats. So very sloppy game here by the Lady Vikes. The defense has been the only good thing. And now near steal, and it is a steal. And Nia Hinman should have a layup on this end, and she does. So Nia Hinman with her second basket, a 9th point of the game. And she leads all scorers with 9 and gives the Lady Vikes a 4-point lead at 16-12. And we got a timeout on the floor. So Lady Vikes lead 16-12, 4:10 to play third quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the 4-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Welcome back to Towanda Circle T-Bird Classic. Lady Vikes lead by 4, 16-12, 4:05 to play. Third quarter, Lady Wildcats with the ball. Lady Vikings are playing Mulvane High School here in this third game of the T-Bird Classic. And the ball goes out of bounds off the Vikings, rather. So the Wildcats will retain possession. So Shaw to inbounds, gets it into Garrison. Now Ellis with it. Gets it to Young. Back to Young. And now Shaw runs it down. Pretty sloppy by both teams here. Now Ellis with it. So now to 3:30 to play here in the third quarter. Not a whole lot of scoring here this afternoon. And Garrison kicks it to Ellis. Ellis wanting to drive, and she turns it over. Brianna Patterson with the steal. So Patterson gets it ahead to Patel. 3:08 to play third quarter. Lady Vikes leads 16-12. Oh, Patterson got away with the travel, I believe. And now Dunley should have gotten over the back, but they let it go, but she turned it over anyway, so it didn't matter. So now the Lady Wildcats going the other way, and Shaw blocked by Scheibe. And by my count, that's at least 3 blocks in this game by Sydney Scheibe. And Ashka Patel gets the give and go to Patterson. She just throws it up, but Dunley cleans it up and makes it. So Riley Dunley gets her first basket and their 3rd point to give the Lady Vikes their biggest lead at 18-12. 2:27 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. So Lumbaugh with it. Kicks it out to Garrison. Garrison wanting to drive, and she gets in the lane and misses it. But the ball hits the floor. I just don't understand why the Lady Vikes are not getting any of these rebounds. Somehow it got kicked out, and now Patterson has it and bringing it up the court for the Lady Vikes. 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Lady Vikes lead by 6. Biggest lead of the night. And now Coach Pat Scheibe is wanting to call a timeout. We're just going to leave it here. Actually, yeah, we'll just leave it here. So Lady Vikes lead by 6, which has been just on the offensive side of the things, has just been a pretty ugly game. No 3-pointers for the Lady Vikes, which is very unheard of. Lady Vikes usually really, really good from outside, but Mulvane has really guarded the perimeter really well. And I don't think they've shot more than 1 3-pointer, if even one. So it's definitely been a struggle, and Lady Vikes are trying to get it down low to Hinman and trying to do some give and goes, and it just hasn't been working out a whole lot. But the Lady Vikes do have 7 points here in the 3rd quarter, which has extended their lead to 6. The Lady Vikes led 11-10 at halftime. So the Lady Vikes coming out of this timeout. Sayla Ray will check in for the Lady Vikes. So the Lady Wildcats I believe the Lady Wildcats have possession here. No, Parsons has the ball. So Lady Vikes with a 6-point lead and the ball. Get it into Scheibe. Scheibe with, oh, wow. A good screen by Hinman. She got mowed over and there was no call. Now Hinman fighting for the offensive rebound. Now Patel for a 3. And it's good. Ashka Patel, I just had to talk about it. Ashka Patel knocks down a 3. Lady Vikes get their first 3 and a 9-point lead, the biggest lead of the night. Here in Towanda, Kansas, in the 3rd game of this T-Bird Classic. So Ashka Patel now with the steal going the other way. And she gets trapped but gets her out of it. Now Sayla Ray for 3. And it's no good off the heel. And it's going to go the other way with Garrison. Garrison running it down the court. Gets it to Young. Back out to Phipps. Phipps thought about a 3. Now she kicks it to Young. And Garrison with it. Back out to Shaw. Now Young. All the way across the court to Phipps. Now Haley Shaw. Now back to Phipps but missed. Lauren Young with the offensive rebound. Now Garrison for 3. No good. So Lady Vikes have been really lucky. The Mulvane Wildcats have been ice cold from the field. Now Sydney Scheibe's going to shoot a 3, and it rattles in. So Sydney Scheibe gets a 3 to go. And the Lady Vikes double it up, 24-12. 12-point lead, the biggest lead of the game. And, man, the Mulvane coach is upset. She just told 5 new girls to check in. So coach is not very happy with that one. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout Southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here. T-Bird Classic in Towanda, Kansas. Lady Vikes lead by 12, 24-12. Shaw with it. Gets it all the way across. And a lum ball with the missed shot at the buzzer of the third quarter. And the Lady Vikes will lead at the end of the third quarter, 24-12. And we're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here. We're underway in the fourth quarter. Sydney Scheibe for a three. No good. And rebound to the Lady Wildcats. And Shaw gets it into Young. Kicks it back out. Garrison takes it to the basket and gets fouled. So that will be the first trip to the free throw line for the Lady Wildcats of the game. So Tegan Garrison will go to the line for 2 free throws. The Lady Wildcats have struggled from the field and missed the first free throw here. So Lady Wildcats went out on an 8-0 run to start the game. Lady Vikes fought back to tie it up at 8-8, and it's been pretty much all Lady Vikings after that. And the second free throw is missed, but it is rebounded by Lauren Young, and then she throws it up and makes the basket, and now she's going to go to the line for a chance for a 3-point play. So Lady Vikes lead 24-14, 7:29 to play, fourth quarter. Lauren Young, free throw is good. So Lady Vikes with now an 11, it should be a 9-point lead. They put the score on the wrong side. So now a turnover by the Lady Vikes. So Lady Vikes lead 24-15. And Lady Wildcats, a lum ball with it, gets it down to Young. Young's in the paint, off the mark, no good, but they get another rebound, and they're going to call a foul, looks like on Dunley. So Riley Dunley picks up her second personal. So now inbounds to Ellis. Ellis knocks down a long two. So all of a sudden, Lady Wildcats scoring some points. Down to a 7-point Viking lead, 24-17. Lady Vikes, they're going to call on the floor, it looks like. I thought they might get a traveling call on Patterson there. But Lauren Young picks up her first personal foul. And so the Lady Vikes will inbounds the ball underneath their own basket. They throw it in, almost intercepted. Now Scheibe takes the basket, gets blocked by Young. And now Lady Wildcats going the other way with Shaw. She lost it. So good defense by Jaden Kendrick. And Shaw lost it out of bounds. So with the turnover, it goes back to the Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes lead by 7, 24-17, 6:30 and counting to play here in the fourth quarter. Lady Vikes just need to keep putting the ball in the basket, try to finish this one off. It's been a pretty ugly game on the offensive side of the ball for the Lady Vikings. Had a good third quarter, did the Lady Vikings, scoring 13 points in the third quarter. They only scored 4 in the first and 7 in the second. So second foul now by Tegan Garrison. Sydney Scheibe, 15-footer, no good, and it's an air ball. You don't see that happen very often. So Lady Vikes have been struggling on the offensive side. They did knock down a couple of threes in the third quarter, one by Patel and one by Scheibe. So Garrison brings it up the court, gets it to Ellis. Ellis gets it to Shaw. Shaw looks to get it to Garrison. Now back to Ellis. And should have been a turnover, but the Lady Vikes did not track it down. And now it is a turnover on the Lady Wildcats. So Lady Vikings with the ball in a 7-point lead. 5:48 to play here in the fourth quarter. The boys' side of the game will play here in about probably 45 minutes, maybe less, just depending on how long this finish of this game takes. So Brianna Patterson bringing it up the court, gets it to Dunley. Now Dunley gets it back to Patterson. Patterson dribbles all the way through, gets it to Patel. Now Patel looking for help. Guarded by Shaw. Gets it to Dunley. Dunley wide open. They're daring her to shoot a three. She gets it to Patterson. Dunley with it. 5:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. Back out to Scheibe. Scheibe dribbling, gets it to Dunley. Dunley guarded by Young, gets it to Patel. Back to Patterson. Now into Hinman for a layup. So all that ends up getting a layup out of it. Pretty good. Lady Vikes lead by 9, 26-17. And the Lady Wildcats with possession, 4.5 to go. Off the mark on the shot. And the fight for the rebound is brought in by Ellis. And now Shaw driving the lane. No good. A Lumbaugh with the rebound and put back. And she is fouled. Looks like she is fouled by Brianna Patterson. Patterson will pick up her second personal. So now Lumbaugh will go to the line to shoot two. So Ashlyn Lumbaugh's first free throw is no good. Second free throw from Lumbaugh on the way. And it is no good. Rebounded by Scheibe. Sydney Scheibe bringing it up the court. Gets it to Patterson. And now Patterson dribbling in the corner. She is trapped. She's needing some help, and it is stolen. Going the other way is Garrison, and Garrison gets the basket, and she's fouled. So Tegan Garrison scores it. So now down to a 7-point Viking lead, 26-19. 3:58 to play, fourth quarter. And Tegan Garrison at the line for one more, and she misses it. So Lady Wildcats have struggled from the free throw line. And now probably a jump ball. It might be a foul. They're going to call a foul. Call a foul on a Lumbaugh there. Third foul on a Lumbaugh. And now the Lady Vikes will inbounds it. So there is a stoppage of play. I'm not sure what's going on. The refs are. I guess they changed it to the foul is on Ellis, not a Lumbaugh, which I'm not sure if that makes much of a difference. Now Scheibe with it, 3:43 to play in the ball game. And it's stolen. And now Garrison going the other way. And turnaround is good. So Tegan Garrison getting in the quick basket, getting it down to a 5-point game. So Lady Vikes lead 26-21. 3:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back to Towanda Circle High School. Lady Vikes lead 26-21, 3:32 to play here in the ball game. It's been a pretty sluggish game here this afternoon for the Lady Vikes, but hopefully they can hold on and get this win to get them to 4-0 on the season. The Lady Vikes are currently 3-0 and 2-0 in this T-Bird Classic, and Scheibe gets out of the trap. And man, there is a lot of contact, and finally a foul is called. And the foul is called on Lumbaugh. So that is her third now, since they changed the other one to Ellis. So I guess it kind of made a difference because that would have been her fourth. So now Brianna Patterson bringing it up the court. Lady Vikes lead 26-21. And there's going to be a blocking foul. And they're going to call a foul on Tegan Garrison. Picks up her third personal foul. So Lady Vikes continue to lead by 5, 26-21, 3:20 to play. And Nia Hinman under the basket with an easy bucket. So Nia Hinman now with 13 points to lead the Lady Vikes. We're at the right at the 3-minute mark here. And we got a foul called on the floor. And the steal was by the Lady Vikes, and then the Wildcats fouled us. And looks like Ashka Patel is going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. So Ashka Patel with her first free throws of the night. Lady Vikes lead 28-21, 3:07 to play. First one is good. Lady Vikes now with an 8-point lead. So Ashka Patel at the line for the second one, and it is no good. And rebounded. And there's a foul after the rebound on Ashka Patel. Patel will pick up her second. Check that is Ashka's third personal foul. So now 3 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Lady Vikes lead 29-21. Phipps with it. Gets it to Shaw. And a long three by Garrison is no good. Patterson pulls it down. Here comes Anaya Hinman going coast to coast. Gives it up to Patel for a three. And no good. And now Phipps going the other way for the Lady Wildcats. 2.5 to play. And Sydney Scheibe got up in the air and committed the foul. So Sydney Scheibe picks up her second team foul, her second personal foul. And so now Madison Phipps will go to the line. And she knocks down the first one. So Lady Vikes lead 29-22, 2:32 to play in the ball game. Phipps for a second one, and it is no good. Rebounded, though, by the Lady Wildcats. So now a three-pointer is made by Ellis. So Olivia Ellis knocks down a three, makes it a 4-point game, 29-25. So Lady Wildcats finally getting some offense going here in the fourth quarter. And now Dunley with it, kicks it back to Scheibe. Just a little over 2 minutes to play here in the ball game. Scheibe with it. Scheibe gets it to Dunley. Dunley gets it down low to Hinman, and she is fouled. Madison Phipps picks up her first personal foul. So Anaya Hinman will go to the line with 2 free throws. And much needed here in a 4-point game. First one is no good. So Anaya Hinman with 1 more free throw. 1:56 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lady Vikes lead 29-25. Second one barely breaks iron, and it's rebounded by the Lady Wildcats. The Lady Wildcats continue to out-rebound the Lady Vikings. And a timeout is called by the Lady Wildcats. 1:51 to play here in the ball game. Lady Vikes lead 29-25. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Towanda Circle High School. Lady Vikings are taking on the Lady Wildcats of Mulvane. It's been a pretty tough fought game, pretty sluggish on the offensive side for both teams. Lady Vikes lead 29-25 with 1:51 to play. So Lady Vikes are hoping to try to pull this one out. Lady Wildcats do have the possession. And they get it inbounds to Shaw. Back to Garrison, over to Ellis. Now Garrison back with it, back up top to Shaw, Phipps. And now Ellis blocked shot by Hashka Patel. Hashka Patel with a nice block. And now the Lady Vikes with the ball with 1.5 minutes to play. And they're going to call an offensive foul on the Lady Vikings on Anaya Hinman. So Anaya Hinman picks up her, should have just been her second, but they're saying it's her third. And now in the lane is no good, and a rebound almost. And they're going to say it's off of the Lady Vikings. And Lady Wildcats will retain possession. 1:16 to play here in the ball game. And now Ellis with it. Up top to Shaw for three, and no good. Rebounded by Scheibe. And now Patterson nearly picked up an offensive foul again there. And now Sydney Scheibe just dribbling around with 1 minute to play here in the ball game, and Ellis fouls her. So Olivia Ellis picks up her fourth personal. So Sydney Scheibe will go to the line for a 1-and-1. So much needed on the front end of this 1-and-1. Scheibe's first one is good. So Sydney Scheibe extends the lead to 5, 30-25. 59.3 seconds to play in the ball game. Sydney Scheibe with one more free throw on the way. And it is up and no good. So 5-point Lady Viking lead. Oh, that should have been an offensive foul. Wow, she pushed off, but they called a blocking on Ashka Patel. So now Garrison will go to the line. So Garrison at the line, and it's good. So Tegan Garrison first free throw is good. Down to a 4-point Lady Viking lead, 30-26, 54 seconds to play in the ball game. Garrison's second free throw is also good. So inbounds to Hinman. Now Scheibe with it. She's going to hopefully get it across the court without, and she gets fouled. So down to 47 seconds. And Sydney Scheibe will have a 1-and-1. Check that. It will be 2. They are in the double bonus. So it will be 2 shots now for Sydney Scheibe. So much needed at least 1 here to make it a 2-possession game. She gets it. So Sydney Scheibe gets the first free throw to go. And we got just a 30-second. We're just going to keep it here. We'll just run it down. We got Lady Vikes with a 4-point lead. Sydney Scheibe with 1 more free throw. 47.1 seconds left to go in the ball game. So Lady Vikes, if you're just now tuning in, struggled early on just to even get on the board. The Lady Wildcats started off with an 8-0 lead, and then the Lady Wildcats didn't score for a while. After that first 8 points, at the end of the third quarter, they only had 12. So allowed the Lady Vikings, even with a mediocre at best offensive production tonight, to grab the lead and maintain that lead. And even though the Lady Wildcats have scored 15 points here in the fourth quarter, Lady Vikes have still maintained a 4-point lead now. Sydney Scheibe missed the second one, so still a 4-point Lady Viking lead, down to 42 seconds. Wildcats with the ball. Phipps with it. Gets it to Garrison. Back to Phipps. Underneath the Young. Missed a shot. Sydney Scheibe. And they're going to call, looks like they're going to call a foul on Sydney Scheibe. Wow. So they're going to call an offensive foul on Sydney Scheibe. Now the Wildcats with the ball, 27 seconds. Now a 3-pointer on the way is no good, but an offensive rebound. And they're going to call a travel on Young. Lauren Young with the travel. We're down to 20.9 seconds. Lady Vikes with the ball and a 4-point lead. And it looks like we might have a timeout on the floor. So let's take a break. We're listening to Lady Viking basketball. We're going to take a 30-second break. Listen to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here at Towanda High School. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. Lady Vikes with a 4-point lead and the ball. Trying just to hold on to win their 4th game of the season here. So Hinman, Scheibe, Ray, Patterson, and Patel in the game for the Lady Vikes. Patel to try to inbounds it. Needs to get it in. Gets it to Scheibe. Scheibe's guarded double team now. Gets it back to Patel. Gets it up to Patterson. And she throws it away. And here comes Shaw the other way. Down to 10 seconds. And a 3-point shot on the way is no good. But another offensive rebound. Now Phipps with it. And then throws it down to Shaw. Shaw with the shot at the buzzer. No good. The Lady Vikes hold on to win 31-27, which was definitely a pretty ugly game, but a win is a win. So let's take a 4-minute break, and then we'll come back to break down the game, and hopefully we'll get Coach Pat Scheibe to come up here to talk for a few minutes. So let's take a 4-minute break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here. And here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome back to Towanda Circle High School. Tony Fuentes here. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Harsley back in the KLKC studio. If you're just now listening in or haven't heard, the Lady Vikings held on to win 31-27. And good thing there's not any pictures in the book because, man, it was not pretty. But a win is a win. So let's run down the scores. First for the Mulvane Wildcats, Olivia Ellis with 5 points. Tegan Garrison with 8 points. Madison Phipps with 3 points. Madison Shaw 4 points. Lauren Young with 7 points. And leading the way for the Lady Vikings, junior Anaya Hinman with 13 points. Junior Sydney Scheibe 8 points. Junior Ashka Patel 4 points. Senior Brianna Patterson with 3. And Riley Dunley with 3 points. So Lady Vikes come out with a victory. Much needed to try to get even up with the Indy Lady Bulldogs, which also went 3-0 against Mulvane, Wichita Collegiate, and Towanda Circle girls. So I'm guessing it will be a shared win for the Lady Vikings and the Lady Bulldogs on the girls' side of this. In the boys' contest, we have the Vikings that come into this game 0-3, and I believe the Mulvane is 1-2. I'm trying to think if I need to do some research before this boys' game to see what Mulvane did in the first 2 games, but I'm pretty sure they lost both of them, one to Labette County and one to Independence. But I will double check that before the boys' game. And we're hoping to get Coach Pat Scheibe to come up and talk for a few seconds here. And I have not seen Coach come back into the gym yet. So we will give a few more seconds here to see if he's going to come up here. Let's just take it back to the station for a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back and hopefully Coach Scheibe can make his way back up here. So you're listening to Lady Viking Basketball. Take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
And then at home on Thursday, the Viking boys trailed 25-6 at the end of the first quarter and then clawed all the way back and had a chance at the end of the game with a 1-point deficit and a last-second shot that was missed. And so just to come back from they were down as many as 21 during that game, and just to come back, fight all the way back, and have a chance to win at the end of the game shows a lot of composure for these boys. So just looking at, Labette County and Independence, so I'm hoping that we'll match up fairly decent here against Mulvane in this game. So it doesn't appear that Coach Scheibe is anywhere around, so we're just going to take it back to the station for about a 7-minute break, and then if Coach Scheibe comes back before the boys' game starts, we'll talk to him for a few minutes. But if not, we'll break down the boys' game and get it going. So let's take a 7-minute break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93. Welcome back to the T-Bird Classic. Tony Fuentes here, along with Drew Fuentes, taking care of our live stream. We are getting set for the boys matchup. If you're just now tuning in, the Lady Vikes were victorious 31-27 in the first game here this afternoon of the T-Bird Classic between the boys and the girls here at Towanda Circle High School. So the Mulvane Wildcats are 0-3 on the season. Your boys Vikings are 0-3 on the season as well. So one of these two teams will get their first win here tonight, or I guess later this afternoon into this evening here at the T-Bird Classic. So both teams fell to their opponents on Tuesday and Thursday. Vikings had a decent showing at Wichita Collegiate on Tuesday, but they ended up with a 10-point loss, and then fought back really hard Thursday night and ended up being a 1-point loss at home versus the Circle T-Birds, which the T-Birds were a very, very good team. So the Vikings shouldn't hold their heads after that loss, because it was definitely a ranked team in the state. So the Mulvane boys do have a lot of seniors and juniors, and they're well coached by Coach Abasolo. And junior Caden Abasolo is the son of a coach, and Trey Abasolo, a few years ago, we played them at a couple of years ago. Trey Abasolo was a very, very good point guard for the Mulvane Wildcats. So let's see who we got on the starting lineup. Looks like 5'11" junior Aiden McKee, 5'10" junior Garrett Olson, a 5'6" senior Jax Gerber, and a 6' senior Easton Groff. And not sure. I don't have a name on for number 3 for the. Not sure what his number is, but we'll try to get that before the game here. Jesse Jones in the starting lineup for the Vikings. Jamarion Washington, Trey Mack, J.J. Kendrick, and sophomore number 4 Dante Sawyer is going to get the start for the Parsons Vikings. He was the leading scorer on Thursday night with 20 points for the Vikings in that near comeback. So good to see him get a first start here as a varsity player. So Anthony Houck, assisted by Christy Snyder, Wes Kroll, and Greg Lampkins. And the Mulvane Wildcats is coached by Mike Abasolo, assisted with Jeff Beckwith, Taylor Hageman, and Isaac Ray. So we are near getting underway here for this matchup between the Mulvane Wildcats and the Parsons Vikings. And it looks like Jamarion Washington will do the tip. So Jamarion Washington gets the tip, gets it to Trey Mack. And the Vikings are underway with Jesse Jones running the point, gets it to Kendrick. Kendrick to Sawyer. Down low to Washington. He wants to go to work. Is in the lane. And in and out, no good. And it is rebounded by Abasolo. So now Gerber with it. Gerber gets it to Groff. Back to McKee. McKee thought about a 3. And now gets it to Gerber. Gerber gets it back to McKee. And a little runner in the lane by Abasolo is no good. And so now we're going the other way. And Trey Mack has it. And Jamarion Kendrick, another shot, but he gets his own rebound and put back, and it's good. So Jamarion Washington breaks the 0-0 tie. Gives the Vikings a 2-0 lead. 6:47 to play here, first quarter. Gerber with the runner, no good. J.J. Kendrick comes down with the rebound. And the Vikings are going the other way. So Jesse Jones thought about a three. Now he's going to drive and miss shot. And off the mark. And now Abasolo will bring it up the floor. So near turnover, but it goes out of bounds off the Vikings. So Garrett Olson will inbounds for the Wildcats. So 6:22 to play, first quarter, 2-0 Vikings. Abasolo gets it to Groff. Nearly lost by McKee. Spin move, and not sure, I didn't see much there, but I'm guessing they're going to call a foul on that. And they're going to call a foul on Dante Sawyer, I'm guessing. I didn't even think he was anywhere near the ball. That first foul is called on Sawyer. And now McKee with it. Gets it to Groff. Groff needing help. Gets it to Abasolo. Now Gerber. Gerber needs help. Gets it to Groff. Knocked out of bounds by Washington. It'll stay with the Wildcats. So 5:56 to play, first quarter. The Vikings lead 2-0. Gerber gets it in. Abasolo nearly lost it. Guarded hard by Jesse Jones. Now McKee with the shot and the bucket. They're going to count it. So Aiden McKee gets the first basket for the Wildcats. And he's going to have a chance for the old-fashioned three. He's going to have a free throw here. And he was fouled by Jamarion Washington. His first personal foul. So now McKee for a free throw here to break the 2-2 tie, and he does. So 3-2 Wildcats early on here in the first quarter. 5:44 and counting here in the first quarter. Kendrick with it, thought about a three. Now he's going to drive, and I don't know. They're going to call an offensive foul. Wow. I would have thought they would have called a traveling before an offensive foul, but there was definitely something should be called, and they call an offensive foul on J.J. Kendrick. So now up the court, Olson with it. Gets it to Abasolo. Now in the lane was Gerber. Now he kicks it back out. Now Groff with it. Gets it back to McKee. McKee wants to drive. Now he's double teamed by Mack and Jones. And he still forces it up. And now Groff in the lane misses it. Now Sawyer's going to go the other way with it. So Dante Sawyer wanting to go coast to coast. He lost it. He needs to give that one up. So now a steal and a foul on the floor. And so J.J. Kendrick picked up his second personal. So the Vikings already have 4 fouls. Wildcats have 0. So 4-0 on the fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game. So 5 minutes to play here, first quarter. And the Vikings with the steal. Trey Mack wants to take it to the basket. Little bunny hopper, missed it. And, man, offensive rebound was nearly there. And then Jones lost it out of bounds. They say it went off him. So now the Wildcats will get the ball. So Gerber will inbounds it, gets it into McKee. And now thrown away again. And now they're going to call a foul on McKee. Wow, they didn't even call it on the guy it should have been on. So they call it an Abasolo. And now Jesse Jones to inbounds it. Now Trey Tullis is into the game for the first time. Gets it over to Jones. Jones wanting to drive, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Jesse Jones. So now that's the 5th team foul on the Vikings here in the first 3 minutes and 22 seconds of the game. So inbounds to Groff. He's going to try to take it all the way, and Washington, good defense. Gets it to Gerber. Now Abasolo takes it to the rack and scores it. So Caden Abasolo. And so now 5-2 lead now for the Wildcats. And Jesse Jones scores on the other end for the Vikings to cut the lead to 1. So Vikings trail 5-4. And a long 3 by McKee. And Aiden McKee knocks down a 3 to make it 8-4. And now Jesse Jones with it. 3:40 to play first quarter. Vikings trail by 4, 8-4. Trey Tullis with it. Gets it to Washington. Washington wanting to go to work. And they call another offensive foul. That's the 3rd offensive foul that's been called on the Vikings. So now the Vikings now have Kendrick with 2 fouls, Washington with 2 fouls, Jones has 1, and Sawyer has 1. So Gerber gets it in to Olsen. Now McKee has it. So Vikings trail 8-4. And Demias Johnson checks into the game for the first time. And a near steal by Johnson, but it's knocked out of bounds. So now McKee with it. McKee's wanting to drive, and he lost it. Trey Mack with the steal. He throws it away. Saved by Sawyer, though. Now Trey Tullis wants to keep it alive, and now Trey Mack driving the baseline, and he is fouled. So Gerber picks up his first personal foul. So Demias Johnson to throw it in. Gets it in to Mack, wide open 3, and he missed it. So the Vikings continue to trail 8-4, 2:55 play first quarter. And Abasolo missed shot, but an offensive rebound. Now McKee with it. Now Olsen wanting to go to work. And he gets it over to Groff. Now Gerber. McKee for a 3, and he switched it. So Aiden McKee now with 9 points. He has 9 of their 11 points. So I would think that'd be the guy you want to guard. The Vikings trail by 7, 11-4. And now Dante Sawyer for a 3. Cuts the lead down to 4, 11-7. Now Olsen, missed shot, and rebounded by Sawyer. Gets it to Jesse Jones. Jesse Jones wanting to run. Pulls up in the lane and gets it to go. Jesse Jones now with 4 points. Cuts the lead to 2. Vikings only trail by 2, 11-9. And Gerber nearly lost it out of bounds. Now Olsen has it underneath, and somehow they got 2 offensive rebounds there, and finally got it to go is Olsen. So Olsen gets his first basket. So 13-9, Wildcats in the lead. And now Sawyer for 3 off the mark, and missed shot by Trey Mack. Trey Mack had a nice offensive rebound and then missed the layup. They're going to call a jump ball. And J.J. Kendrick checking in, and so is Connor Barkus. So the Wildcats with the 4-point lead now and the ball. 13-9. 1:28 play first quarter. And Groff trying to get it across. McKee has it. Now recently checked into the game was Wegman, and he turned it over. Now Max going the other way with it. Kendrick with it. Demias Johnson. Gets it back to Mac. Max spin move, no good, but Demias Johnson wide open under the basket, and he scores it. So Demias Johnson with his first basket. So 48 seconds to go first quarter. 13-11. Wildcats with a 2-point advantage over the Vikings. McKee going to work. He already has 9 points, and he just lost it out of bounds. He lost it out of bounds, and oh my goodness, they thought the Vikings touched it, and he didn't touch it. So now 37.6 seconds. The Wildcats have the ball underneath their own basket. And McKee with it. Gets to Wegman. Wegman wanting to drive. Goes all the way to the basket for a layup. So Gavin Wegman scores his first basket. 15-11 Wildcats. Down to 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Jesse Jones with the ball at the top. Jones wanting to hold for one shot here. And now Connor Barkus coming to set a screen for Jones. Jones wanting to drive. And they're going to call another offensive foul. That's the fourth offensive foul on the Vikings in this quarter. So the Vikings keep trying to penetrate going in, and they're going in hard at the basket, and the refs are calling the offensive fouls. So now McKee gets it ahead, down to 1 second, and they don't get a shot off. So the end of the first quarter, Wildcats lead 15-11. Let's take a 1 minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are
And we're back underway here in Towanda. T-Bird Classic. Jesse Jones, three-pointer on the way, no good. McKee cleans it up. So Wildcats going the other way, and it's a layup on the other end by Caden Abasolo. So Connor Barkus still in the game. Now Sawyer for a three, and it's good. Dante Sawyer was the leading scorer on Thursday night at home, and he continues the hot hand. It's the second three-pointer of the game. So down to 7:18 to play here in the second quarter. Vikings trail 17-14. And a missed shot. And now Connor Barkus with the rebound. Jesse Jones going the other way. And Jesse Jones gets the ball back off the tip. Down under 7 minutes, 6:59 to play. J.J. Kendrick all the way to the rack. I don't know how he doesn't make that. It's just a layup. but he is fouled. So Cooper Slayton, that just checked into the game at the beginning of the second quarter, picks up his first personal. And now J.J. Kendrick will be at the line for 2 shots. 6:52 to play, second quarter. First free throw from Kendrick is good. So this is the first trip to the free throw line for the Vikings. Kendrick's second free throw is also good. So that's JJ's first 2 points. And it cuts the lead down to 1. So Vikings trail 17-16, 6:43 to play here in the second quarter. And Slayton, missed shot, but an offensive rebound by the Wildcats. And they're going to call a jump ball. Wow. So Wildcats will maintain possession on the jump ball. So Gerber gets it into McKee, and now it's going to be a foul. It could have been on 3 different Vikings. And they're going to call it on Trey Tullis. First foul for Tullis. And so now Aiden McKee, who had 9 points in the first quarter, shooting free throws here in the second quarter. And the first one's good. So he is now 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So I would say Aiden McKee is the guy to guard and to not foul. So McKee now with 10 points in the game. Demias Johnson checks back in for the Vikings, checking in for Trey Tullis. And McKee at the line for a second free throw. Wildcats lead 18-16 over the Vikings. Second free throw is good as well. So now 11 points for McKee. Kendrick inbounds to Jones. Vikings trail by 3, 19-16, 6.5 minutes to play second quarter. Trey Mack with it, gets it over to Jones. Jones a long 3, no good. McKee pulls down the rebound. Gets it ahead to Abasolo. Now Gerber, Abasolo in the lane, and he scores it. So 6 points now. And looks like J.J. Kendrick gets it to Jones in the lane, and they're whistle for a foul, so Jones will go line to shoot 2. The Vikings trail 21-16, and Jesse Jones will go line to shoot 2. First one is no good. And Connor Bark is checking back in for the Vikings for J.J. Kendrick. So the Vikings, 2 fouls for Kendrick, 2 fouls for Washington, 2 fouls for Jones. And each one of them had at least 1 offensive foul out of those 2 fouls. Second free throw is also missed, but it goes out of bounds off of the Wildcats, so the Vikings will retain possession. And now Trey Mack with it, gets it into Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor, and I'm not sure what the call is going to be here. And it is a foul on the Wildcats. Kasparik, that just checked into the game, picks up his first personal. And gets it into Dante Sawyer. Keep trying to get down low to Johnson. Johnson threw it away. But somehow the Vikings nearly got it back. I'm not sure what the call is here. So he was out of bounds when he touched the ball for the Wildcats, so the Vikings retained the possession. So Vikings lucky to get another chance here on this possession. Demias Johnson with it, gets it to Dante Sawyer. 20-footer, no good. And now going the other way. And McKee with it. 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Off the mark on that one, but McKee with a key offensive rebound and a foul underneath. I'm not sure who that was on. Oh, they call a jump ball. Wow, they definitely calling a lot of jump balls here. So we'll take that one. The Vikings will get the possession on the jump ball. 5:20 to play, second quarter. 21-16. Vikings trail by 5. Mack with it. And Barkus knocked out of bounds by Slayton. Vikings maintain the possession. 5:06 to play second quarter. He gets it into Jones. Jones, a long three, no good. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot, but Demias Johnson ended up with it and kicks it back to Jones, and then Jones does a little floater in the lane that he gets fouled on. So Jesse Jones, he missed 2 free throws a minute ago, will have a chance for 2 more. Jones gets this one to roll in. So Jesse Jones gets the first one. 21-17. And missed the second one, but an offensive rebound by J.J. Kendrick. Kicks out to Connor Barkus for 3, and he knocks it down. Connor Barkus with a big three-pointer to get the Vikings to within 1. And now Slayton for 3, no good. And that's got to be a foul. They get called no foul, but Matt comes down with the rebound anyway. Now Kendrick wanting to drive the basket. You could tell he hesitated and pulled up because they've been calling offensive fouls on just about every drive, every time the Vikings drive to the basket. And he missed the shot, and it goes out of bounds, and now it'll be Wildcat basketball. So the Vikings trail 21-20, 4:31 to play, second quarter. And McKee will bring it up for the Wildcats. McKee with it and drives the basket and scores it. So Aiden McKee continues to score. 13 points now for McKee. He has 13 of their 23. Now Jesse Jones with it. Gets it to Trey Tolles. He gets in the lane. Now Mack for a 3, no good. Jesse Jones trying for the offensive rebound to no avail, and now it's out of bounds, and Wildcats will have the possession. So just under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Vikings trail 23-20. Now McKee with it. Spin move, and yep, he was fouled by multiple Vikings, it looked like. So if that's on Jesse Jones, that's his 3rd. So Jones picks up his 3rd. So he will go to the bench. Aiden McKee, and perfect from the line. 13 points on the game. And he gets that one. So Aiden McKee continues with the offensive onslaught for the Wildcats, keeping them in the lead. Olsen checking back in for the Wildcats. And McKee gets both of them. So now back to a 5-point Wildcat lead. And Dante Sawyer to bring it up the court for the Vikings. He's wanting to drive the lane, gets it to Jamarion Washington underneath, and he scores it. So Jamarion Washington gets the bucket, and he'll go to the line. So Washington now with 4 points in the game.
His 3rd personal in the contest, 17 fouls on the Wildcats. Washington shooting a bonus.
So Jamarion Washington with the free throw is off the mark, no good. And Sawyer gets the rebound and the putback, and he's fouled. So just like that, the Vikings have a chance to tie this game with Dante Sawyer at the line. So just as you think the Vikings are struggling, they get a couple of good baskets and right back in it. Sawyer ties the game, 25-25. First time it's been tied in a while. So now Gerber with it. Gets it to McKee. Across to Groth. Gets it to Olsen. Olsen getting it in a double team. Now McKee's wide open for three. Misses this one. And now Jamarian Washington cleans it up. Now Dante Sawyer bring it back up the court. Gets it to Connor Barkus. Now Sawyer for a long three, and he knocks it down. Dante Sawyer now with 12 points, and it's the first Viking lead, 28-25. So Dante Sawyer continues to have the hot hand. That's his third three-pointer, and his other one was a basket and one. And so now McKee with it in the lane, and somehow he throws it up and it goes in, but they called him for traveling. Now Demias Johnson checking back in. Washington checks out. So Mack gets it into Dante Sawyer. So Dante Sawyer's been playing really well for the Vikings the last couple of games here. And now he's trying to drive, trying to do a little too much maybe. They might. If they call that offensive, that's unbelievable. They called an offensive foul on Dante Sawyer. That's unbelievable. He was gliding off to the right, and I don't even know how they even call that. And now on the other side, it's pretty much the same exact thing, and they're going to call a two-shot shooting foul for Gerber to go to the line. So Connor Barkus picks up his first personal foul. So Jack Skerber at the line. First one is no good. So the Vikings lead 28-25. 2:25 to play here in the first half. And Jack Skerber with the second one. And it is no good. Demias Johnson cleans it up. So Jack Skerber missed both free throws, so now Trey Mack running the floor. Trey Mack dribbling around, and I don't know what that was, but he missed the shot, and now it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Wildcat basketball. So Wildcats inbounds it, down by 3. Parsons Vikings lead 28-25. Right at 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Now Groth with it. Underneath, and he missed it. But McKee cleans it up and misses it. Demias Johnson with the rebound. And he gets it to Mack, and we got a timeout on the floor. So Wildcats 25, Vikings 28. We got 1:50 to play. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back to the T-Bird Classic. Parsons Vikings versus the Mulvane Wildcats. Both teams 0-3 on the season. Parsons Vikings lead this game by 3, 28-25. 141 and counting here in the first half. And threw it away. And so here comes the Wildcats. And as a block shot by J.J. Kendrick. And now a steal on the J.J. was trying to throw it up court. And it got stolen back. Now Gerber with it. Down to 1:20 to play here in the first half. Gerber gets to McKee. McKee's been their big scorer. And he takes a long three and he drains it. So Aiden McKee has done it all for the Wildcats. Now Connor Barkus the other way missed it. And now 28-28 with 1 minute to play here in the first half. Jack Skerber with it. Gets it to McKee. And now Groth. He loses it. Dante Sawyer going the other way. He was going to try to go coast to coast, and they're going to call a block. Unbelievably, I thought they'd call that one more offensive than some of the other ones they've called offensive, but we got a break there, and so now Dante Sawyer will go to the line to shoot 2. So score is 28-28, and Sawyer missed the first one. Demias Johnson checked back in with 41.9 seconds left to play here in the first half. So score still tied 28-28. Dante Sawyer with one more free throw here. And the second one's no good. Fight for the rebound. Trey Toles comes up with it. Sawyer for 3, no good. And now McKee cleans it up, and he's going to try to bring it the other way. Aiden McKee, been a big point scorer for the Wildcats, and he throws it away, and somehow it is saved off of Mack. So 22 seconds left to play here in the first half. 28-28. Wildcats the inbounds under their own basket. McKee with it. McKee spin move. Now Groff back to McKee. A long 3, no good. J.J. Kendrick comes down with it less than 10 seconds. Now Sawyer gets it to Demias underneath, and he scores it. Demias Johnson breaks the 28-28 tie to give the Vikings a 30-28 lead at halftime. So the Vikings, with a much-needed basket there at the end of the first half, they get it. So we're going to let's take a 8-minute break, and then we'll come back and break down the first half and get ready for second half action. Parsons Vikings lead 30-28. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
18 points. Gavin Wegman 2, Jared Olson 2. So without Aiden McKee, they would be really struggling. He had 18 of the 28 points for the Mulvane Wildcats, and for the Parsons Vikings. Leading scorer at the half is Dante Sawyer, sophomore, 12 points. J.J. Kendrick with 2. Jamarion Washington with 4. Jesse Jones with 5. Demias Johnson with 4. And 2 of them came right there at the last couple of seconds of the first half. Perfect time to take the lead. And Connor Barkas with a key three-pointer, rounding out the Vikings scoring. So Parsons Vikings lead 30-28. And if you're just now tuning in, the Lady Vikes were victorious in the girls contest, 31-27, which was kind of a slow start for the Lady Vikes, but they got the win. So even though it wasn't very pretty, we'll take the W to get the Lady Vikes to 4-0. And the boys Vikings team is trying to get on the winning side here. Both teams, Mulvane and Parsons, come into this game 0-3. So one of these teams is going to be victorious here tonight. And we are nearly close to being ready to start the second half of this boys contest. And if you haven't heard the name Landon Wheat tonight, he is in street clothes. He did take a fall late in the game on Thursday night against Circle, and I'm hoping it's nothing major. I hope Coach Houck's just keeping him out, just precautionary, and getting him ready for SEK League start next Tuesday as we host Fort Scott at home next Tuesday. That looks like the Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half. So Easton Groff will throw it in to start the second half. So right off the bat, Jesse Jones with the steal. Jones coming down the lane, and a little floater, miss, and not able to get the offensive rebound. And so no avail on that steal. And so now McKee drives the lane and scores. So Aiden McKee now with 20 points and ties the game at 30. And Dante Sawyer, the quick three, missed it. And now Trey Mack on the rebound fouls a Wildcat. And so now Trey Mack picked up his first personal foul. So here comes McKee. And so Aiden McKee continues to lead all scorers with the hot hand for the Wildcats. Now Groth with it, double teamed, and nearly threw it away. But it's going to be off the Vikings and out of bounds to the Wildcats. So 7:13 to play, third quarter. We have a tie ball game, 30-30. Long inbounds to McKee. And the Wildcats with a three-point opportunity, and it's missed. And now Trey Mack on the run going the other way. Now Jesse Jones brings it out for a three, and it's no good. So rebounded by Gavin Wegman. So now McKee bringing it up the floor. Getting it down low to Groff, and he puts it up and scores it. So Easton Growth with his first basket of the game. So 32-30. And another turnover by the Vikings. And here comes McKee. And McKee scores it, and he's fouled. He just literally threw that up behind his back and it went in. I'd like to see that again on film. That was unbelievable. So Aiden McKee continues with the scoring for the Wildcats. Now with 22 points, and he's got another one, chance for another point at the free throw line here. 34-30, Wildcat with a 4-point lead. Free throw is money. So McKee now with 23 points. Now Jones with it, gets it to Washington, back to Jones. 6:20 to play, third quarter. Vikings trail by 5. Vikings outscored 7-0 to start this third quarter. Now Washington in the lane, and there's going to be a blocking foul on Groff. And they're going to call it on the floor. So Groff picks up his first personal. Jesse Jones inbounds it, gets it into Washington. Washington with a spin move. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Jamarian Washington. I actually agree with that one. He pushed him in the chest, so definitely can't do that. So now Jamarian Washington with 3 fouls. And the Vikes trail 35-30. So Wegman with it. Gets it to Groff. Back to McKee. McKee is the one you want to guard, and he spin move in the lane and scores it. He's just a very talented athlete. He's got some basketball skills. Jesse Jones, runner, no good. McKee with the rebound. So Aiden McKee continues his dominance on the floor. 7-point lead for the Wildcats, the largest in a while. And now a long 3, no good. Trey Mack cleans it up. Now Sawyer with it, going the other way. Dante Sawyer wants to run the lane, and he throws it up and no good. So the Vikings are scoreless here in the third quarter. Down to 5 minutes to play. And shot was no good, and there's a wrestling match on the floor. And they're going to call jump ball. So it will be Parsons' ball. So the Vikings will have the possession. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's just a 30-second, so we're just going to keep it here. So the Vikings led 30-28 at halftime. And now the Wildcats come out on a 9-0 run, and they lead 37-30. So the Vikings in much need basket time, and they have the possession here after the jump ball. So hopefully the Vikings on this timeout can get something drawn up and get something going, because right now they are not doing so well here in the third quarter. And we are about ready to go back into play. Jamarian Kendrick. J.J. Kendrick, Jesse Jones, Dante Sawyer, Trey Mack, Jamarian Washington on the floor for the Vikings. Gets it into Jones. Just under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Vikings trail 37-30. Sawyer with it. Gets it to Jones. Jones, a long 3, and it's no good. But he gets his own rebound, and he throws it at the feet of Washington. Washington somehow comes up with it and scores it. So very luckily, the Vikings get a basket there, much needed basket. 37-32, Vikings trail by 5. 4:31 and counting here in the third quarter. Olsen with it, gets it to Wegman. McKee. Back to Wegman. He needs help. McKee with it again. All the way across. Now Wegman for 3, no good. And defensive rebound comes with the Vikings. Here they comes Jesse Jones. He's wanting to take it all the way. He does. He misses it. There's no call. And the rebound comes out to the Wildcats. McKee's wanting to take it. Looks like Trey Mack might have picked up a foul there. And Demias Johnson will check in for the Vikings. So Vikings trail 37-32. 3:53 to play. Wildcats with the ball. And stolen by the Vikings. Demias Johnson with it now. Sawyer bringing it up the court. Vikings trail 37-32. Sawyer with a little runner, and he gets it to go. Dante Sawyer now with 14 points. So he continues with the hot hand. Between Sawyer and McKee, it's been a battle between the two players on each team. So Vikings trail 37-34. Wegman with it. Working on Sawyer. Kicks it out to Groff. Now McKee thought about a three. And now Wegman. So back to Groff. He needs some help. Gets it to McKee. Now to Olsen. Now down to 2:50 to play here in the third quarter. And good defense by Jamarion Washington, and causes the turnover. So, man, that's with 3 fouls. He's playing pretty tough, tight defense there. So Jesse Jones brings it up the court. Vikings trail by 3, 37-34. Gerber checks in for the Wildcats. He's guarding Jones. Sawyer trying to get it down low to Washington. And they're going to call a hold on Groff. Man, Washington is battling down low. Ethan Groff with the foul. Gets it into Jones. Coach Mike Abasolo did not like that call. And now Washington in the lane, and it's blocked by McKee. McKee's going the other way. He gets it ahead and missed shot, but there's going to be some free throws. Pretty weak call there. So now we've got the 4th personal foul on Jesse Jones. So he will probably go to the bench with 2:22 to play here in the third quarter. So at the line is Caden Abasolo. First one is good. So Wildcats lead the Vikings 38-34, 2:22 to play, third quarter. Second free throw's no good. Demias Johnson cleans it up. J.J. Kendrick bringing it up the court. Kendrick all the way across. Mack open for 3, and he makes it. So Trey Mack gets his first basket of the game. Makes it a 1-point game. Vikings trail 38-37. 2:02 to play, third quarter. And Olsen with it. Near steal by Washington. And now Olsen guarded by Washington. They're going to call a travel on Olsen. Unbelievable. So Vikings catch a break there because he threw it to McKee, and McKee made the basket. So Trey Mack to bring it up the floor. 1:45 and counting here in the third quarter. Vikings with a chance to take the lead here on this possession. Gets it down low to Washington. And we got a foul. Foul called on McKee. Aiden McKee picks up his first personal. And there was a lot of contact between Washington and Groff, and Coach Abasolo didn't like it. So now Washington missed the first free throw, but he'll have one more to try to tie this game. Washington with his second free throw here. Second free throw's on the way, and it's good. So Jamarion Washington picks up his 7th point and ties this ball game, 38-38. So the Vikings keep clawing back. Every time they get down 4 or 5, they find a way to get it back. So 1:30 to play, third quarter. Wildcats with the ball, and they got to travel. So the Vikings will get the ball on the turnover. So the Vikings' chance to take the lead here. Trey Mack inbounds to Kendrick. So J.J. Kendrick bring it up the floor. Gets it to Mack. Down low to Demias Johnson. Now Trey Tullis. I'm not sure where he was throwing that to, but wasn't going to work. And now a long pass the other way. Nearly went out of bounds. Now McKee has it. Gets it to Gerber. Back to McKee. So down to 50 seconds left to go, third quarter. And McKee with the layup. And Aiden McKee now has 27 points. And now we got a jump ball and possession to the Wildcats. So the Vikings continue to not take care of the ball very well. And the Wildcats with a 40-38 lead and the ball with 39.4 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Keita Gerber, just under 30 seconds. Now Groth with it. I'm not sure what they're calling here. It might be an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Jax Gerber. That's his second. So now the Vikings with the ball with 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. J.J. Kendrick bringing it up the floor for the Vikings. Down to 9 seconds. Kendrick with it. Needing help. Kicks it out to Mack for 3, and he knocks it down. Trey Mack with his second three-pointer of the quarter to give the Vikings a 41-40 lead at the end of the third quarter. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to LavetteHealth.com.
Welcome back to Towanda Circle High School, the T-Bird Classic. Parsons Vikings taking on the Mulvane Wildcats. We got a pretty good game here. The Vikings lead by 1, 41-40, heading to the fourth quarter. And the Viking boys are just trying to hang in there, try to get a chance to get their first win of the season. So if you were not listening earlier, Lady Vikings won 31-27 to get their fourth win of the year. So the Lady Vikings go to 4-0 on the season. But the boys' side is 0-3, and so is the Mulvane Wildcats. So one of these teams will come out here 0-4. One of them will be 1-3. So out of the first possession of the fourth quarter, Dante Sawyer missed a three-pointer. So now we're down to 7:42 in the fourth. And a one-point game, and Mulvane with the basketball. So Groth with it. Gets it to McKee. McKee's had the hot hand here tonight. He has 27 points on the game. Groth with it, needing help. Gets it out of his hands. Kasperick in the game now for the Wildcats. Groth gets it back to McKee. Basolo with it. Julian Myers into the game for the first time for the Wildcats. McKee thought about a three. Now he's going to make a move on J.J. Kendrick and take it all the way to the basket and score. So Aiden McKee continues to score. He's got 29 points. J.J. Kendrick for three, and it's way short. Air ball. And that's not what the Vikings want. So the Wildcats lead 42-41, 6:36 to play in the ball game. So the Wildcats inbounds it. And now McKee with the ball. And near steal by Kendrick. So Myers gets it back to McKee. And McKee's just holding the ball. Nobody's doing anything. Down to 6:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. And now a give and go. And missed basket by Kasperick. And now back out. Offensive rebound goes out to McKee. And now Myers gets it back to Kasperick. Abasolo back to McKee. And then McKee's just holding it out up top. Just waiting for somebody to come out there. 1 point Wildcat lead. McKee with it. J.J. Kendrick guarding him. McKee still has it. Gets to Kasperick. Now Myers. Near steal by Sawyer. And down the Groff, back to Myers. Now Kasperick should have been fouled, and they finally call a late foul. Foul is called on Trey Mack. That'll be his third. And they said he was shooting, so Kasperick will go to the line. First free throw is up, and it's good. So Ethan Kasperick gets his first point of the game. So 43-41 Wildcats. Kasperick was one more free throw, 5:17 to play in the ball game. Second one is no good, but an offensive rebound. And McKee with it again, up at the top. Now McKee driving the lane, little floater in the lane, and it's good. So McKee now with 31 points gives the Wildcats a 45-41 lead. And now they're going to call McKee for a little touch foul. So he picks up his second foul, which shouldn't be a problem. There's only 4:56 left to play. But Aiden McKee is continued with 31 points. Huge night. Now Sawyer gets it down low to Washington. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Washington. So I think they just keep trying to set him up for that. Every time he leans his shoulder. And there he picked up his, I want to say that's his fourth foul, but it might have been his third offensive foul. So the Vikings trail 45-41, 4:53 to play. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Towanda High School. Tony Fuentes here, along with Drew Fuentes, taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. And the Vikings trail 45-41. Vikings led 41-40 at the end of the third quarter, but Vikings were slow to start in the third quarter. Now they're slow to start again here in the fourth quarter. So no points scored for the Vikings in the first 3 minutes and change here of the fourth quarter. So, and the Wildcats have the ball after the offensive foul by Jamarion Washington. So now Wildcats getting trapped at half court. Now Gerby trying to score it and a steal, but then he throws it right back. So now we got a timeout by the Wildcats. So we'll just keep it here. Just a 30-second timeout. So the Vikings lead Vikings trail 45-41. And the Wildcats just continue to play tough defense and making the Vikings work for every basket. So the Wildcats with the possession and a 4-point lead. And we'll see if the Vikings can try to come back and tie this game up or even take a lead. They've fought back. Every time they've went down 4 or 5 points, they brought it right back. So we'll see if the Vikings can do it one more time. So 4:33 to play. Fourth quarter, 45-41. Vikings trail. But if you were not listening earlier, Landon Wheat is not playing tonight, so playing a little short-handed here, so the Vikings have been pretty gritty, just trying to hang with this Mulvane team. And now Gerber with it. Gets to McKee. Now Groff. And then they might call a foul here on Washington. If that's on Washington, that's his fifth. He's done for the night. So Jamarion Washington will foul out of this game. That's the second game in a row he's fouled out. So now McKee, the last person you'd want at the line, is at the line shooting 1-on-1. Aiden McKee's first free throw is good. Make that 32 points for Aiden McKee. And he'll have another free throw coming. $33 points now for Aiden McKee. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. So Jesse Jones bringing it up to court. Trey Mack with it. Almost lost it. Now Jesse Jones with it under the basket. Almost gets the and one. Missed the shot. So Jesse Jones will go to the line to shoot two. Jesse Jones has struggled from the free throw line tonight. Jesse Jones is 1 for 4 from the free throw line. And he gets the first one here to go. So now he's 2 for 5. Make that 3 for 6. Made both of them. So much needed points. That's the first points of the fourth quarter for the Vikings. So the Vikings only have 4 made baskets in the second half. So That's definitely not the winning combination. So McKee gets it underneath, and Parker Myers scores it. So now back to a 6-point Wildcat lead. J.J. Kendrick in the lane, kicks it back out. Sawyer thought about a three, now shoots, well, changes his mind and gets it to Demias Johnson. And now he's going to call it out of bounds off of Parsons. So now the ball will go to the Wildcats. So Jagger Quirin checks in for the first time for the Vikings. So Vikings trail 49-43, 3:09 to play. Gerber with it, gets it to Groff, all the way across, near steal, but McKee runs it down. Under 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Basola with it, poked away by Jones, but it is out of bounds off the Vikings. So 49-43, Vikings trail by 6. They're going to need some baskets to try to get back in this. And McKee, who has 33 points, has the ball. Now, they're just passing it around, wasting some clock. So with a 2-possession lead, they can do that. Gerber with it in the lane, kicks it back out. Wide open for three, and he doesn't take it. So Gerber now double teamed, and he lost it. Now Jesse Jones is going to go the other way with it. Now Sawyer gets the offensive rebound, and Jagger Quirin scores it. So Jagger Quirin gets his first basket. And now it's a 4-point game, 49-45. Vikings trail by 4, 2:14 to play in the ball game. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back to Tawana Circle High School T-Bird Classic. Vikings trail by 4, 49-45, hoping to get their first win of the season. So the Vikings led 30-28 at the half, led 41-40 at the end of the third, and now they trail 49-45. That was the first basket of the fourth quarter. It was made by Jagger Quirin. He just checked into the game, so much needed basket by the Vikings, and they got it. So now it's a 4-point game, and I'm sure the Wildcats are going to try to run some clock. But there's a steal by Sawyer. He gets it ahead to Mack. Mack gets it back to Sawyer. Sawyer tried to throw it inside. I'm not sure where he was trying to throw that to. But now they get it underneath to Jesse Jones. He scores it. So that's a 2-point game. Jesse Jones gets a much-needed basket. 49-47, 1:42 to play, fourth quarter. McKee with it. Gets it barely, just gets it across the timeline in time. And now the Wildcats are still trying to run some clock, just passing it around the top. And now McKee escapes. And now Groth with it, and a near steal. Now Olsen back out to McKee. All the way down to minute 12 now. Left to go in this ball game, and near throwaway. I'm not sure how. I don't know how they can call timeout. I didn't know he had possession. But they awarded Mulvane a timeout. Unbelievable. 1:06 to play here in the ball game. Vikings trail 49-47. We're just going to keep it here. Just a 30-second timeout. So it's going to come down to this last minute here. The Vikings can try to get the possession and get a basket, try to either extend this game or win this game. So the Wildcats to maintain the possession, and they will have it down in the corner on their side of the court. So the Vikings come out of the huddle. Got Quirin, Sawyer, Jones, Kendrick, and Mack in for the Vikings. Vikings going to have to play some tough defense here, try to get a steal. They throw it all the way in the backcourt. Wow. Almost a turnover there by the Wildcats. Got 1 minute to play. And now a turnover. Like on the kick ball. And so now, looked like it was going to be a steal and a layup by the Vikings to tie the game, and they call a kick ball. I didn't see it. So now Groff to inbounds. Wildcats give it to McKee, and McKee's the one you want to have the ball. He's the best player on the team. Got 33 points in the game. Near steal. Down to 42 seconds. And there's a foul called. Should be a 1-and-1 situation here. So Abasola at the line for a 1-and-1. So first free throw on the way here, and it is no good, but an offensive rebound by the Wildcats. And a timeout is called by the Wildcats after the offensive rebound. So the Wildcats just continue to get chances, and the Vikings are struggling to get the ball back to even have a chance here. So Vikings trail 49-47. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Welcome back to Towanda Circle. Vikings trail 49-47, 39.6 seconds left in the game. Mulvane with the possession. And Connor Barkus checks into the game for the Vikings. And a near steal by the Vikings on the inbounds. They're going to call a jump ball. And the Wildcats still have the possession. So now down to 36.9 seconds. Wildcats inbounds it, and Connor Barkus fouls. And they'll send Abasola to the line. And now it's a double bonus, so it will be 2 shots for the Wildcats. So first free throw is good. And now a 3-point lead. This free throw could make it a 2-possession game. And it is no good. And Sawyer with the rebound. So the Vikings with the chance to tie with a 3, down to 30 seconds. Sawyer needing help, gets it to Jones. He's guarded hard by McKee. Jones goes in for a layup, and it's good. Jesse Jones scores it. And Sawyer with a quick foul, 17.2 seconds. And he fouls McKee, probably the worst person you could foul. So Aiden McKee with 33 points on the game will have a chance for a couple free throws here. So 17.2 seconds. Vikings trail 50-49. So Aiden McKee at the free throw line. First free throw is on the way, and it's good. So Aiden McKee now with 34 points. Just continues to pour it on. 2-point lead now for the Wildcats. And McKee will have one more free throw. Again, the Vikings trail by 2. McKee with one more free throw. 17 seconds left to play in the ball game. Second one's no good. Rebounded by Jones. Jones wants to go. And Jones bringing it up the court. It's a 2-point game. Jesse Jones looking for a seam. Down to 6 seconds. He has nowhere to go. Throws it, almost throws it away. Now J.J. Kendrick with a little runner. No good. And no call at the buzzer. So that's the ball game. So the Vikings lose 51-49. And we're going to let's take about a 3-minute break. And then we'll come down to break down this game and see if Coach Hack's going to make his way up here. I'm not sure if he will or not. But you're listening to Vikings.